Hi guys. This is Bert Saves You AUTTP here. And this is my first rant video. It will be on the worst user of all time, Bernard UTTP THDTC. To anyone who likes this user, I highly suggest that you should cut ties with him for what he's done. I'm not trying to bash your opinions. It's just my advice, but also, don't you dare bash my opinion on that user, or else I will block you with no second chances. And this rant is for constructive criticism purposes only, so don't you dare attack me or do a commentary on this video, or else you're going to make things worse, and that goes to you too, Bernard UTTP THDTC. Anyways, let's begin. Bernard UTTP THDTC has got to be one of the worst users I have ever seen in my life. Allow me to explain the reasons why I hate him. First of all, he cyberbullies Ha Studio's noggin, all it's because he makes grounded videos out of old JKCL. This proves that he's a cyberbully. Second of all, he tried to steal Ha Studio's noggin's book of opinions and tried to burn them. But luckily, Plants vs. Zombies FTW Classic Halo FTL 2020 tricked him into burning the fake version of Ha Studio's noggin's book of opinions by replacing the real one with the fake one. And he also locked and secured the real one. And he also made it fireproof, just like all the other users' books of opinions. Bruh, you know that stealing and burning someone's opinions don't work, and it's illegal to community guidelines. So, don't do this again. Third of all, he can't handle hate or criticism. What a shame. Fourth of all, he likes to skip the proof. For example, he skipped the proof on how JKCL gets grounded is liked by new JKCL. This proves that he can't handle proof. Bruh, this is why Plants vs. Zombies FTW Classic Halo FTL 2020 unskipped the proof. So, deal with it. Fifth of all, he makes awful Vyond-styled rants and salutes, and the worst rant he did was on Carter's VHS corner. Luckily, that rant was reported and deleted by the harassment policy. Bruh, you need to switch to making normal rants and stop making Vyond-styled rants. So, deal with it. Sixth of all, he is a huge liar, because he makes dumb excuses. This proves that he can't handle hate or criticism. Seventh of all, speaking of that, he claims that the innocent users are lying, when they're not. Bruh, you're the one that's lying. So face it and deal with it. Eighth of all, he is an old JKCL fanboy. Bruh, you need to realize that you can't be fans of troublemakers. This proves that you're a troublemaker supporter. Ninth of all, he treats old JKCL, Cussing Splot, Professor Brain Quirrell, and other bad users like they're gifts from God.
Are you insane or what? You know that treating bad users like they're gifts from God can get you into big trouble for that. I'm serious.
10th of all, he claims that the or should I say term is stupid, when it's not. Bruh, you know that they can use that term whatever they want. So, deal with it. 11th of all, he uses the more like term when it's getting old. 12th of all, he uses the I respect your opinion term when it's getting old too, and opinions don't have feelings, because they're not alive. 13th of all, he uses the failure adventures term when it's getting old as well. And failure means lack of success, not failure adventures. Bruh, just look it up. 14th of all, he adds fictional characters in the like and hate spots. Bruh, fictional characters don't have opinions. Because they live in cartoon universes. Not reality. 15th of all, he makes dumb channel rules, and one of them is say the N-word. Well, guess what? White people are not gonna say the N-word, because it's racist. 16th of all, he keeps swearing a lot, and he even says the N-word. Bruh, watch your language. Because that's gonna get you age restricted. And you can't say the N-word either, because you're white, not black. This proves that you're racist. Note, I'm handling swearing, because it's a freedom of speech. 17th of all, speaking of that, he claims that the innocent users don't handle swearing, when they are. This proves that he's a liar. 18th of all, he's a huge hypocrite. For example, he claims that he handles opinions, yet he bashes them. And he claims that he hates false imposter claims, yet he uses them himself. And he claims that he hates false rip-off claims, yet he still makes them. And he claims that he hates Robosplot, yet he likes cussing Splot. And he also claims that he hates South Park, yet he bashes people's opinions on it himself. That means he is a giant hypocrite. 19th of all, speaking of that, he claims that the innocent users are hypocrites, when they're not. Bruh, you're the one that was a hypocrite. So, deal with it. 20th of all, he takes Robosplot way too seriously. Bruh, you know that taking peacemakers way too seriously is against the law, and don't you dare lie about it. 21st of all, he treats adult shows like they're gifts from God. Bruh, you know that these shows can make us throw up. And this proves that you act like a mature toddler. 22nd of all, he takes preschool shows way too seriously and treats them like they are worse than Hitler, when they're not. Not only that, he claims that people are too old for them, when they're not, because people are not too old for preschool shows, and they're not too old for anything. 23rd of all, he can't handle his parts being skipped and unskipped, and he can't handle people saying the or should I say terms, and he can't handle being interrupted. This proves that he's a man-child. 24th of all, he claims that the innocent users are man-children, when they're not. Bruh, you're the one that was the man-child. So face it and deal with it. 25th of all, he keeps raging over being called a man-child. And he rages when someone keeps unskipping the parts he skipped. Bruh, just calm the frick down. 26th of all, he can't handle his interruptions being interrupted. Well, you deserve that, idiot. 27th of all, he gets angry when people use the no reverse card, even when they put the sped up parts back to normal speed. Well, you deserve that as well, and like I said, calm the frick down. 28th of all, he is best friends with troublemakers, cyberbullies and criminal users.
Are you drunk or on drugs or something? You know that being best friends with troublemakers, cyberbullies and criminal users can get you in big trouble. And you can get arrested for doing that. That's wrong.
29th of all, in his third call-out, he wished Gray Delisle, the voice of Lana and Lola, Yumi Yoshimura, and Brianna Butowski an unhappy birthday. This proves he's a heartless jerk. 30th of all, he used the Pucka scene where Starla says it'll be wise for you to mind your own business. This proves he's an Oswaldo the Hedgehog wannabe. 31st of all, he sends people grounded threats. Bruh, you know that grounded threats don't work, because this is not the 2010s. This is 2025. And this is not beyond. This is YouTube. 32nd and finally. The worst thing he did is that he can't handle being commentated on, and can't handle the truth about himself. And he also tried to kick Plants vs. Zombies FTW Classic Halo FTL 2020 in the crotch. But luckily, he wore black lead pants to prevent him from doing that.
Oh. My. Freaking. Gosh. Bernard UTTP THDTC. Why the frick would you try to do that? You know that not only this proves that you can't handle hate or criticism, but this also proves that you act like Microsoft Sans past self. And it also proves that you're treating the truth like it's worse than Hitler, when it's not. And do you know what I'm gonna do to you? I'm going to shoot you into the sky like Team Rocket from the Pokemon anime. And I don't want to see your face again.
Looks like Bernard UTTP THDTC is blasting off this.
There. That will teach him a lesson. But anyways, end of rant.